It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, an impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. And Bradley Beal boosting his scoring output the past few seasons, justifying the big contract. Kenny, what's he been doing differently?
I think he's more aggressive, Ernie. I don't think he sits back and waits for the moment. He goes after it, he sees it. He gets more free throws, gets to the line better, and his three-point ball has improved.
And also what has improved is his confidence. Because of his skill and athleticism, he doesn't need to settle. Just go out and be aggressive like Kenny just told you to do, buddy.
So, improved numbers improves his confidence. So, it's chicken and the egg. What comes first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know.
What do you think comes first?
I'm not worried about it now. It's breakfast time. I'm worried about all
I'm just asking you.
The
You know everything, Dr. O'Neal. Tell me what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, since it's breakfast time and I want an omelet, I'm going to go with the egg.
But if the egg came first, it would be a chicken because he'd make an omelet.
What?
Sorry, I asked.
The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. And the Wizards head back to Washington after today's contest. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
And you know, for the Wizards, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this is where the pressure really starts to build. Any little slip-up between here and the end of the season, and they could find themselves sitting at home for the playoffs.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, John Wall was the #1 overall pick in 2010, but he still thinks he's got a lot left to prove. Now, a bone spur in his knee held him back for several years. He's gotten the surgery now, and he says, some people get their success early. Some get theirs late. I feel like my time is just beginning. Kevin?
Certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. Doris, we've already had a few surprises this season. Some teams really exceeding expectations. Others have kind of gone the other way. What's your take?
You know, it's always a little bit early to tell exactly what kind of team you're going to have because we've seen this historically. A team races out to maybe a 7-1 start or a 10-1 start, and yet perhaps they come back to the field. The teams that are the youngest seem to have the steepest learning curve. So where are the lottery picks and what impact are those guys having?
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And now Washington's starting group. Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. Porter and Morris make up the forward spots. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. No one near Wall as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Conley against Wall. Shoots from 12. Conley's shot is off. Lets it fly from 18. Kept alive. The kick out to Wall.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Nice ball movement by Washington. 5 to shoot.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Good work defensively by Conley. Here's Temple. He's covered by Beal. From the high post, Temple can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Morris. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Beal. Porter against Anderson. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And Temple kicks to Conley. Passes it to Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conley's shot is off.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
It's Anderson with the drive. There's the pass to Conley. Outside Jackson. The kick out to Anderson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Anderson's got the first 3 points tonight for the Grizzlies. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Porter. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Beal kicks to Porter. Releases. And again, Washington no good.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Here's Conley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is health. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
And Conley drops them both.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
Howard up on top, guarded by Green. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's Conley with the ball for Memphis. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Jackson misses.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Rebounded by Temple.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Washington trailing. Wall taking his time here. Outside, Beal. Kicks it to Porter. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. Conley finds Green. Pass to Jackson. From 15 feet away, misses off the left iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Wall passes to Beal. And again, Washington no good.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Right side, Wall. Outside, Beal. To the paint. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And here's Morris for 3. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Conley surveying the D. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. Wall with it. He had 22 points in the win against the Clippers.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Washington.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And so it's Memphis with it. Bradley Beal missing from long range. They get it again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
2 shots. Max on the first.
That's good from Jackson. And last year, big expectations for the Washington Wizards. Yet, Doris, they couldn't get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Well, many believed, Kevin, they were too talented to finish as the 8th seed. And when you finish as the 8th seed, you play the top seed. So they lose to Toronto in the first round. There's still a ton of talent here, but lots left to prove.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Now, Satoransky. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Clippers. Morris kicks to Satoransky. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parsons. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And the Wizards with possession. 8-point game. Here's Satoransky. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Outside Conley. Outside Green. Right side Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Parsons for 3. No good. And it's Washington the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Here's Jackson, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Jackson down low, over Morris. He hits it from 9. Wizards trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. Satoransky the pass to Porter. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
That's an unwise shot. I'm sure coach and teammates would have preferred he swing the ball for a better opportunity.
Some changes for Memphis. Caspi, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. Dylan Brooks comes in for Garrett Temple. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. Green, he's checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Parsons looking it over from outside the arc. Good on the triple. Harrison's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Howard can't hit.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Caspi. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be. The extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics. And the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. And Washington making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Man, they are just living at the line.
And Satoransky kicks to Green. Rivers against Brooks. Jeff Green on the wing. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
Memphis leading by 12. Here is Caspi. And here is Brooks. Pass to Harrison. He kicks it to Caspi. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the shot is long.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Both shots good from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Here's Harrison. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Brooks for 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Washington, trailing by 10. Rivers looking over the floor. Outside, Green. Over Caspi. And again, Washington no good.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
And Parsons gets it to go.
And out front early, limiting the opposition offensively.
Wizards trail by 12. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Passes it to Rivers. Now Satoransky. Over Jackson. And Jackson with the block. And they get it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now here's Brooks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Harrison. 54 seconds left in the first. Pass to Caspi. 5 on the clock. Over Rivers. And that one hits back iron. Wizards trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's his first personal
You know, Kelly Oubre is an X factor for the Wizards. Last season, stepping into the six-man role. Still very young. He could help take them to the next level.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And remember, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
He doesn't get the second one. Memphis leading by 11. Caspi finds Parsons. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Brooks. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Harrison. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Some big goals for John Wall, looking to become the best he can be.
Just keep getting better defensively. I want to be all defensive first team. I definitely want to be in MVP conversations. I want to get this team to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I mean, it all starts where you have to win. You got to be the leader to compete every night. And you know, some nights when you take those nights off, MVPs don't take nights off.
And GA, that's exactly what you want to hear from your leader.
And if he stays healthy, Wall has the talent to put himself in that MVP conversation. He's that kind of player.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
So on the floor for Washington, Mahinmi is out there with Green. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Rivers in at the 2 spot. Here's Parsons, and the layup is good.
That's just sneaky inside. Parsons has that capability.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Washington. 9-point game. Kicks it to Rivers. He dishes it to Oubre. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Green. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And Caspi has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 9. Rivers with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. He kicks to Oubre. Clock at 6. Pulls up. Offensive rebound. Mahinmi's shot is good.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as John Mahinmi does, he cleans up.
Harrison passes to Caspi. Back to Harrison. Parsons for 3. Rebound, Washington. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Oubre. That one misses. Great D that time from Green. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Parsons. And then for Washington, Markieff Morris has checked in for Mahinmi. Beal comes in for Rivers. And it's John Wall in for Satoransky. Now here's Wall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Conley's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Porter's checked in. Now here's Anderson. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Michael Conley. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from John Wall.
It just slashes right past the defender. He is one tough cover, John Wall.
Now here's Brooks. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Now Wall. Morris outside. Back to Wall. Outside, Green. Morris right side. Over Anderson. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Morris.
Great shooting touch in face-up game opportunities for a power forward. Morris deadly from mid-range.
Here is Caspi. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Out of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick and roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in a pick and roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick and roll, but those three are at the top of my list.
Wizards trail by 10. And here's Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
That is what we mean by the fast twitch athlete. John Wall explodes to the rack.
Conley kicks to Green. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, this guy's around 40% long range for his career, and Beal is even more dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here is Conley. He had 27 points last game. Green taking his time here. Temple finds Conley. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Conley. The teardrop falls in. Conley's got 8 points.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Outside Beal. Here's Morris. Goes back up. And it's Howard laying it in.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Now here's Green. The dish now to Conley. And it's sent back by Howard. Conley against Wall. Outside Porter. Howard kicks to Morris. Over Green. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Just a really good finisher inside. Morris showing aggressiveness at the point of attack.
Conley with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you've simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Memphis leading by 6. Here's Temple. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Green. Rebound by the Wizards. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Beal. And the pass to Wall. Inside Morris. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle. Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Here's Temple, and it's sent back by Howard. Beal against Conley. Here's Green. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. No good from Howard. Memphis leading by 6. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Parsons is checked in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Conley kicks to Jackson. 3-pointer. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside. Here's Beal. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. Memphis has gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Washington fast break. And Wall slams it home.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Conley, the pass to Parsons. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Conley up top. Can they get it? Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Up past the Wall. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Parsons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. You think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Andrew Harrison's checked in for Mike Conley. So he comes up empty, missing both. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago he was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And he makes the first. He's off on the second. And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and You wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
The Grizzlies have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to Parsons, to the paint. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Parsons. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
And Satoransky kicks to Howard. Beal from long range. And no good. And it's Memphis the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now here's Jackson. He has 6. And it's sent back by Howard. Clock at 6. Here's Anderson. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Beal against Jackson. Pass to Howard. And here's Rivers. The tray. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
At some point, he has to stop shooting. How is this helping his team?
And Anderson kicks to Harrison. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
At the line for your Grizzlies. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Jackson nails both of them. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Satoransky. Kicks to Green. With 2 seconds left. The shot that time not on target. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Memphis leading by 6. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Conley. And it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. Wizards trail by 8. All with it. Shoots it up. That one a little long.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Now here's Jackson beyond the arc. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
He gets it in there. That's now 8 points for Markieff Morris.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
Anderson outside. He kicks it to Green. Back to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Porter, and it's Memphis with another. 90 seconds now into the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Conley against Wall. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porter. Wizards trail by 8. Dishes at the wall. Porter looking it over to the middle. It's stolen by Green. Here's Temple. He's covered by Beal. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Temple. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Conley.
Now, believe it or not, defense might be John Wall's strong suit. When he's locked in, he can be stifling.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Conley.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Cans it from downtown.
Timeout.
Conley's got 14 points.
And the spacing that Conley provides from long range really has become crucial to this offense.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Caspi, he's checked in for Memphis.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Conley with the 3, bangs home the trifecta. 17 points in the game.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Lobbed up there for Howard. They can't stop the run with that one.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Conley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. The Grizzlies have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Now Wall. 6 points for him. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Beal in the corner. Morris finds Howard. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's Porter outside. Howard, the pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Wall. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Conley for 3. Rebound, Washington.
You see, Markieff Morris to me is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound. He's going to defend at a high level. I love Markieff Morris.
And Temple kicks to Green. Down low, it's stolen by Morris. Outside, Beal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markieff Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it.
Clock is at 3. Again, the miss by Wall.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Tipped away. Here's Conley. Porter with a block.
Well, with that 7'1" wingspan for Otto Porter, he can provide some shot blocking.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Porter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Temple. He's covered by Beal. To the inside. Caspi with the bucket. Caspi's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Conley against Wall. Over Conley. The Wizards with another miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And there's the pass to Green. Here is Caspi, covered by Morris. No good from Caspi.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job. Well, what a terrific option he is for them. Really puts a ton of stress on an opponent.
And here are the Grizzlies now.
Timeout.
They're on a 15-6 run. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Well, there's no doubt a lot of eyebrows were raised when Otto Porter signed a max deal. But the organization made it clear that the marketplace had spoken, and what Otto Porter brings to the table for this group is exactly what they're looking for, a knockdown three-point shooter and a versatile defender.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Jackson. Dylan Brooks comes in for Caspi, and it's Harrison in for Garrett Temple. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Green, he's checked in for Howard. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Zedaransky subbed in for John Wall. Here's Oubre. The Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Morris, and stolen by Parsons. But they get it back. Tries again, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Green's got 4 this quarter. And so Zedaransky will bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 19. Well, speaking of Porter, what's amazing now is his consistency from 3.
I think when Otto was coming out of college, NBA scouts were somewhat worried about that shot. There was some funky mechanics involved, and it took him a couple of years to iron those out. But now, his range and consistency have added another dimension to this offense.
Here is Brooks, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Parsons against Green. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Zedaransky. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
And the Grizzlies leading by 17. And here is Conley. 18 points for him. Parsons outside. Off target with his 3. Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Rivers. Inside. Here's Morris. No good on the shot. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Parsons with it. Picked up by Rivers. Here's Harrison. That's in. Coming off the assist from Parsons. Parsons got his 3rd assist on the night. Wizards trail by 20. Now here's Rivers. Kicks to Oubre. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Shot clock at 5. Good on the bucket.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
Shooting 1.
And that one misses.
What a story for Markieff Morris, taken exactly 1 pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
Now here's Green. He's got 6.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
So much tenacity. Really tries to outwork everyone around him.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Now, here is Morris. He's got 12. Steps back and fires. And it's Green, missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
I tell you, that's a nice adjustment by Parsons. Carves out just enough space to get that one off.
Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And Satoransky kicks to Green. Now here's Oubre. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Morris. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 8 points.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Parsons dishes to Green. Back to Parsons. On the wing, Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Harrison. He's got 9. Satoransky grabs the miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Rivers. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 16-point lead. At the top of the key, Brooks. He kicks to Anderson. Here's Harrison. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 5th team foul. Checking in for your Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. Harrison off on that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies lead by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Wizards trail by 16, so on the floor for Washington. Green is out there with Oubre. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Rivers, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Stolen by Anderson. Parsons with it. He feeds it to Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
But just always keeping his head up. Parsons finds a wide-open teammate.
The Wizards shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Now, Satoransky. Morris outside. Back to Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. And here is Green. Rebounded by Jackson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes it to Oubre. To the paint. And Satoransky kicks to Green. From the high post. And the jumper falls for him.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Garrett Temple has checked in for Memphis. And then for Washington, Howard comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre. Here's Jackson. No good that time. Great D that time from Howard. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks against Rivers. Anderson up top. Out to Brooks. Stolen by Rivers. Porter with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Porter finds Howard. Outside Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Howard. Over Jackson. That one wide left. Memphis leading by 16. Pass to Parsons to the inside. Here's Anderson. Rebound, Washington. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rivers in the corner. Anderson against Porter. Pass to Satoransky. Kicks it to Rivers. Over Anderson. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies with another miss. Wizards trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside, Porter. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Timeout,
What a
timeout.
terrific looking shot by Porter. You can't leave him alone out there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Caspi, he's checked in for Parsons. And it's Conley in for Dylan Brooks. And then for Washington, Bradley Beal's checked in for Green. And John Wall subbed in for Satoransky. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And both free throws good for Anderson. So it's the Wizards now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Wall up top, covered by Conley. Howard trying to free himself up. Wall, good.
That's an agile finish right there. Wall finding the angle despite the tough defense.
And it's Conley penetrating. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D from Howard. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a 13-point game. Here's Rivers. Makes it off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here is Conley. He kicks it to Casper. Conley with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Count that one. And that's 20 points for Mike Conley.
Yeah, and that's how the lead has gotten stretched to the point it has. I mean, too many good looks being given up way too easily.
Wall against Conley. Wall with the bounce pass. Here is Howard. Clock at 6. Right side Beal. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
He's in a really good rhythm right now. Count another one for Bradley Beal.
Conley kicks to Jackson. Back to Conley. Again, Conley missing. Wizards trail by 11. To the paint, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Wall against Conley. He dishes it to Temple. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Wall kicks to Beal. From the top of the key, Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Feeds it to Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. All with it. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now Conley. Anderson outside to the left side wing. Here is Caspi. He's guarded by Howard. It's stolen by Morris. And here's Porter. Passes it to Wall. The pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Morris. The three-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. The feed now to Caspi. And it's sent back by Howard. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Green, he's checked in for Caspi.
JaMychal Green.
Here's Conley. There's the dish to Anderson. Pass to Temple. Five to shoot. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Up again. And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now here's Howard. Here's Morris. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Now playing with a high level of activity inside. This is the Morris we like to see.
And Temple kicks to Jackson. Temple the pass to Conley. They double team Conley, and the foul called on Markieff Morris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd team foul.
Here's Green. Memphis moving that ball around. It's Anderson with the drive. Count it. Good. Anderson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
To the paint. Morris, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Anderson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Porter. Wizards trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Howard against Green. Porter outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Conley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
14 fouls.
Here's Conley. Anderson outside. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Washington calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
A really solid performance here in front of the home crowd. He may not be the star of this team, but nights like this are what make him a fan favorite. Washington with the ball, down by 15.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Temple dishes to Jackson. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
It got on balance, and that's a tougher shot than it looks. Nice work by Otto Porter.
Conley against Morris. And it's sent back by Morris. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. Here's Anderson. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. It's a 13-point game. Puts it up from 12. A nice shot by Wall.
Well, it matters not if he's dribble driving to the rim or spotting up. John Wall's so assertive in that mid-range game.
Wall against Conley.
Wizards foul. And second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Michael Conley. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Conley. No good on the second free throw. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Wall. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's just great assertiveness from John Wall. So comfortable operating inside.
Now here's Conley. Jackson up top. Pass to Temple. And Anderson has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Inside. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Memphis.
One of the areas that has been critical for them is second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
A pretty solid ball handler at the forward position. Porter breaks him down.
Conley kicks to Green. Back to Conley. To the middle. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Beal from long range. That shot, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Chandler, it's a cliche, but you guys really do seem like you're getting home court advantage and making it tough for people to come in here and win.
Yeah, this is great. That should be our goal every single night, to win our home court games, to have the loudest, craziest crowd in the NBA, and I think we got to be up there. Our crowd tonight was great, and we really feed off their energy, so it was good.
They pushed it to the win, Chandler. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.